What is up, YouTube? Woo! This is Connor King coming at you live. So today we're going to be talking about light pollution awareness. So picture this. You're in Los Angeles in 1994. It's a typical night until bam, an earthquake happens and the entire city light power grid goes out. After a couple hours, you're seeing things that you've never seen before. Residents all over LA County start to call the police frantically, saying that the world is going to end because you were seeing things such as gases in the sky and stars you did not know were there. This example is meant to illustrate how wicked and detrimental light pollution is, and you're going to be learning more about that today. So, just from this example, you can see how LA is usually, even in the 90s, versus how it could be without light pollution. Now, the problem is also demonstrated here. The closer you are to the city, the less and less stars you can see. Now, lots of energy is wasted. Even just think at your own home. How often do you leave the porch light on and not even use it? Something to think about. But at the end of the day, who cares? Right? Like, you can just go to a dark site. If you really want to see the skies, go to an observatory. Who cares if you can't just step out of your home and see the night sky? Right? What's the real deal here? Okay? Well, I'll tell you. If you want to know about how to fix your health, first off, artificial light can negatively impact your circadian rhythm, which can lead to worse health outcomes. What happens is worse circadian rhythm patterns leads to less deep quality sleep, which can lead to more fatigue, higher rates of obesity and diabetes, and also higher rates of breast cancer and prostate cancer because it impacts your hormone levels. And let's say like I have great health. I don't care about those things. Well, if you do care about local ecosystems, artificial light can impact those as well. For example, nocturnal animals have a harder time feeding and mating at night because a lot of the artificial light will disrupt these animals' natural camouflage, making it harder for them to eat and reproduce. This in turn can impact a lot of the plants that are pollinated by a lot of these mammals at night. In addition, taking out or endangering certain animals in the ecosystem can have a ripple effect that can infect the rest of the ecosystem. So I get all that. Light pollution is bad, but what can we really do about it? So you need to understand light pollution is a systemic issue. It's not just you and your porch light every night. The main three contributors to light pollution on the globe are street and vehicle lights, which you can see in this picture, just regular people and using the transportation infrastructure. Second is the advertising industry. You can see this through New York Times Square. So it's always bright 24/7, whereas it doesn't necessarily need to be. And also the last one is industry. A lot of factories and operations occur 24/7, and this light pollution can lead to even worse health outcomes for the night workers as well. Some things that we can do about it. I broke these down into an individual level and a systemic level. So individually, in your own home, you can install motion sensors. The idea is that you're only using the light when you really need it. Turning off your porch light as well can do wonders. Also, there are things called dimmers, so this will reduce the intensity of the light that's being outputted. There's also an organization called the International Dark Sky Association, or IDA for short. This organization is committed to increasing dark sites and reducing light pollution on a global scale, and donating to them and joining the organization can help reduce a lot of the light pollution that we're talking about in this video. On a systemic level, a lot of students, for example, there was a study in Turkey where less than 1/3 of students thought that light pollution was actually a problem. So spreading awareness can do wonders. Also, political action to reduce advertising and industry work hours, especially at night, can further reduce light pollution. Yep, and there's many more. I recommend you check out the International Dark Sky Association website if you'd like to join the fight to reduce light pollution. Here are my references listed here. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have a great Sunday.